Principal at Dreyfoos School of the Arts, and I've had the privilege to work with Ted Orama and Chris Marshall. And I would like to just take a couple of minutes of your time tonight to tell you about these extraordinary men who lost their lives tragically on June 19th, beyond what you've read in the news. First, Chris Marshall was a hardworking employee with a heart of gold. After losing his wife, he struggled with his own health and pressure of raising two young boys in the throes of adolescence as a single father. Yet he was so conscientious, he would always come to me to apologize for having to miss work to go attend to his boys. As my first principal always taught me, Betty Duffy, your health and your family come first, as Ms. Brill mentioned earlier today, even though she was a workaholic, as was my friend Ted Orama, our head custodian. He also lost his spouse of 26 years just this past year. We had many conversations about how difficult it was for him to get out of bed and come to work, but his family at Dreyfoos gave him a purpose and the motivation to continue on. He was the pulse of Dreyfoos. He attended almost every event, every performance, every weekend. And as an administrator, we were very glad because we knew then things would run smoothly. Without him, many of those performances might have been in the dark or without air conditioning. So for somehow, he was able to get that 100-year-old school to run as efficiently as a Swiss clock. Just recently, he came to me to ask if he could take some time off before the end of the school year to visit his mother. His sister had told him that if he had waited much longer, she might not recognize him. So of course, Ted came to me with a week when we had no events planned at school, and before the very busy summer cleaning schedule. Little did we know that Ted would be saying his final goodbyes to his mother and his sister. No one can replace him. Tonight, I ask you to take a moment of reflection. And as you do that tonight, go home and call your parents or visit them if they're still with you and kiss your children. And say a little prayer that we catch this insane madman so that his Ted and Chris families can find some peace and justice as well as our community. I want to take a moment also to thank Chief Leon and his dedicated school police staff, as well as the West Palm Beach Police Department, for all their work they did on June 19th and since. A day we will never forget. Thank you.
Thank you very much.